Hey guys, what's happening? Good evening, good evening, good evening. So I was going to come on here and chit chat about the stuff with Adventures with Purpose, the Kylie Rodney case, Ryan Upchurch and stuff like that. But I just seen that they found a unidentified female deceased, and they believe it's Eliza. So I wanted to come live, and that way we could talk about it. And if there's anybody who has any more information on it, you're welcome to come up. I'll put the link in chat real fast. I know that there's a lot going on, so give me 1 second. I'll stick it in the chat. Hey, Kate, what's happening? Yeah, I was just gonna ask you. Hey, girl, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, lady, what's happening? Oh,
Yeah, I was just gonna ask
got
you.
feedback. Ah. Whoops. Did you get it turned off, baby? I muted you.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got it.
I didn't know if you got it turned off or not. Okay, so do you know any more about this than I? 100 yards from the suspect's brother's house. See, that's what I thought. They said they went, and his name's real odd. What is?
or some shit. I don't even
Yeah,
know how to say it.
very very odd name. It's like it's very odd.
Cleotha Abstin or Cleotha.
Leotha Abstis or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I just seen it on here. And you know, she is so beautiful too. That really is awful, isn't it? Just how quick life can change.
Yeah. It's strange. I've heard that there may be a connection. All right, so apparently this guy was in jail for like years because he kidnapped this prominent lawyer like 20 years ago or something.
Yes, and just got out.
Yeah, and I'm just finding out that there's somebody sent me a message, and I haven't looked into it yet, but they told me to, or they commented on one of my videos and said that supposedly they're reporting that that lawyer has some connection to her family somehow.
Yes, they said that the lawyer somehow canned our family.
He what?
I thought they said the lawyer somehow canned our family.
Yeah, I don't. Somehow it's connected. I
Yes.
think. I
So
don't
he
know
knew,
how.
and the lawyer had money too, supposedly. So he knew that he was kidnapping. They do believe that he knew he was kidnapping somebody that was wealthy.
Yeah, she's a billionaire heiress. But here's my
Yeah.
thing. If they had money, why would you kill her? Why wouldn't you ransom or make her give you? I mean, maybe he
Right.
made her go
Well,
to the ATM and take out money or something. But
they said that 2 weeks ago or last week that a mother and daughter were kidnapped in I think a Target parking lot nearby, and that the mother was made taken to the ATM and made to withdraw $800 before the person released them. So they don't know if that's connected or not.
well, that
So I
seems
don't
like his
know.
MO. But I want to know why he would have killed this woman. And yeah, because she
I
put
don't
up a funny
know.
baby, maybe.
Probably, there's no, you know how that goes. There's no telling. Unless he comes out and says why, we'll never know.
Hold on 1 second. I have somebody wanting to come up on panel. Ricky.
Hello.
Hey, what's happening?
How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
It's so sad about that girl.
Yes, it is.
I think we need to hang people that does stuff like that. I'm sorry. It's just how I feel about it. When they find out who really does stuff, they need to take them downtown, just hang them on the square and let everybody watch. Maybe put a stop to a lot of this evil
Or a
stuff.
firing squad, something like that.
No, that'd
Ricky,
be
are you
too.
the ex-cop in Georgia?
No, honey, I'm not.
Oh, you sound like you were. There was somebody
I was
come
gonna
up
say,
on
do you want
panel.
to? You can turn your camera off if you want to. I just didn't know if you wanted it on before when I drop this screen down. People will be able to see that. So I didn't know if you want. You can leave it on. It's
It don't
completely up
bother
to you.
it don't bother me. No,
Okay, all right.
I'm a singer and songwriter. I'm a upcoming country music artist.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
I just wanted to
yeah.
make sure you were okay with it if I dropped it down. Some people
Yeah.
don't like their picture shown, and I just wanted to give you a heads up
Uh,
in case it, just in
it,
case.
no, it don't bother me. I just I just hate it. All this stuff
Yeah,
going
this
on.
is
But
really sad. And she was such a beautiful woman, and she had two
I bet.
babies, two young
I
Two
bet.
babies.
boys. Two boys.
I
Yeah.
wonder if her husband had something to do with this.
Well, she had contacted, or he had contacted a lawyer. They were going through some stuff.
Well, I'd say, I mean, I can't, we can't prove nothing, but I'd say a good possibility. But I'm glad they got one in suspect. They got one in custody. That's good.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors going on about that, saying that.
Uh, did they find a body? I mean, when I was passing
Yeah,
up on YouTube,
they
they
just
found a
did.
wow. And I'm
Okay.
totally
Like,
Okay.
blind. And y'all, I am totally blind, by the way, for the record. I can't see. But don't let that scare you. Ain't no
Well,
big
yeah, I was
deal.
gonna say we can read if there's something up here. I can read it to you or try to. This is one of the
Okay.
screenshots that I had. So let
Okay.
me see. I was gonna say let me see. I'll clip it and put it back up. But it was a clip where they said that she was. Hold on one second. I'll try to find it where they found
Man,
her.
that's so sad. Do you think it was her?
I don't know, but it was only what they say, a mile from the brother's house or something like that.
You know it's her then.
yeah, so they took a
That's
dumpster
disgusting.
from his brother's. So all right. So basically, what happened was the brother and I guess his girlfriend. They
Mm-hmm.
said that he came to his house afterwards, and that he they came to his house and that he was acting really strange, and he was cleaning out the back seat with floor
Yep.
cleaner, and then he
Is that
Washed
the
his
he
clothes
husband?
in the sink.
The
washed his
husband was
clothes in the sink. Yeah.
the husband did that.
No,
No.
the guy who kidnapped her. So this
Oh,
guy
okay.
named Cleotha, who just got out
Yeah.
of jail, kidnapped her. He was in jail for like 20 years for kidnapping someone else, and he just got out. And supposedly she's
Wow.
connected somehow.
Ain't that awful? Wow. That is so sad. I worry about the two little babies now don't have a mother.
Yeah, it's a
You
sin.
know, it is, man, I tell you, I can't. When I first heard that, my heart just dropped in my stomach. Man, but you know what, y'all, all this stuff's been going on a long, long time. We just didn't hear anything about it, I think. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is
Yeah.
something just started up, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, and honestly, they said she's a school teacher, isn't she?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. Okay, so here's the
A
picture. This is
junior
the screenshot. Is that where
kindergarten.
she was found at?
It's actually very close to where they took that dumpster. They took a dumpster, and I believe that's not far from where the dumpster was.
See, that's really sad. Here's the little clip though. It says breaking sources tell WREG a body has been found in the area of Marjorie in person. Let's see. The victim has not been identified yet. So
Yeah, they've had it closed off for a while. I mean, it's most likely her because
right.
Sad.
where the brother's
They're
house.
saying in years before the kidnapping, he was also charged with theft, aggravated ASSAULT. I don't know if we can say that on here.
Yeah, that's
With
fine. You can say
pow
it.
pow, with a weapon, and RAPE, according to the police's statements.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh Jesus.
he
You know
was
what, y'all?
released in November 2020.
You know
Yeah, because
what?
this one says May 25th, 2000. He robbed Duran, then 60 in Memphis, forced him into the truck of his 1992 Mercedes Benz, drove him several hours, forced him into an automated teller machine. He's very dangerous.
Well, there's
So
a good chance the husband probably isn't even involved. I think people just
Well,
jumped at
Yeah,
that theory
I
in the
think so
well,
beginning.
too.
probably right. And since you're reading all that, I'd say you're right. Um, man,
I
yeah,
mean,
because it
I
says
think they
here,
were having issues, but I
yeah, it
don't know.
says in June 2000 he was charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. After pleading guilty to aggravated kidnapping, he received 24 years in prison starting in November 2001.
well, you
Yep.
think you ought to
So,
plead? You think you ought to plead in Sandy like he's mental or mentally sick or something like that? You think
well,
you
he'll
ought to be able to
probably
do that?
try. I
I
mean,
don't
he's
think he'll
probably going
get
to
off of
try, but
this.
no,
He's too
if he already
connected.
has been convicted of the same crime before, he's not getting out of this.
They
And
said he
Well,
her
worked
aunt
for.
works with the attorney's office in Memphis.
well, that's
Oh, they
sad.
got money. Her dad's a billionaire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
No,
heard about that.
she's got money from it too. They said
Yeah.
she was actually willed money too from the grandfather.
Wow.
I
They
want
said
to know how they were.
she didn't have to work.
Okay.
The guy sent me the title of the article. I can look it up and see if I can see how they're connected. Give me a second.
No, people that do stuff like that. Oh, they want to say I'm in Sandy, I'm sick, I'm mentally whatever, and everybody can look for an excuse. I mean, either you're evil or you're good, and you can be what you want to be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's my opinion. I used to be a drunk. I ain't gonna lie about it. Drank every day, borrowed money, paid double back for a long time until I woke up one morning and said I'm done with it, and I just quit cold turkey. Don't get me wrong, I drink a beer or two now, but nothing like
And
what I
see,
did years ago.
that's really hard. I give you kudos for that. I got to give you props for that because it's very hard for someone who drinks or is an alcoholic to just stop, to up and stop.
But I mean, I know a lot of people don't like you talking about it. I put all my trust in God. That's all I know.
That's
I know
right.
a lot of people don't like you talking about God, but it's okay. I like to say that I do. I've been blind. I'm 57 years old. I've been blind for 47 years. I took care of my mother for 7 years. I'm not looking for brownie points, nothing, but she had dementia, and I took care of her 70 years, gave her showers and fed her and did the whole
Wow.
9 yards, and she's went home to be with the Lord December the 11th, 2018.
Oh.
And but I mean, hey, it's all good. I don't grieve over her any because I look at the circumstances that she was in, and I wouldn't bring her
Yeah.
back for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my mom has a traumatic brain injury, and it's
Well, God
similar.
bless you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yes. But I did find out one thing, y'all. There is more good people out on this world than bad people. I do believe that.
Oh yeah,
I
I
do
believe.
believe that.
So I think I may have found the article. So here it is. Let me see. We're digging into the background of the man now charged with abducting Eliza Fletcher. Police have been able to link him to the crime, saying Abston was driving an SUV seen.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was making sure it wasn't like an open video of my thing that I didn't know about.
Right.
Abston was driving an SUV seen in surveillance video at the crime scene. The SUV belonged to Gwendolyn Brown, who lives at Southeast Memphis apartment complex. I am upset. I am very upset, Brown said. When we went to Brown's home today, or Monday, when we went to Brown's home Monday, she said she admitted the truck was hers. She said she wanted to talk but would have to call us. She refused to say how she knows Cleotha Abston, which I don't blame her. She's probably scared of the guy.
Well, did you see her interview with the news reporter?
No.
Oh, it was, yeah, she did not want to give any information. She was pretty rude.
She was rude? Oh, wow.
Yes, it
Is
was.
he American or from a different country? Sounds like American name. I'm just curious.
Wait, say it again?
Is he American or from a different country? I wonder.
I I don't know. Like, I can't really tell by the picture if he's.
Okay.
There's his picture's all up. We could probably find one to put, or you can't see. He's
Right.
he's an African American male.
Okay.
I don't know how tall he is or anything. It doesn't say, but
And they
I
said,
know.
yeah, they showed on the news. They are showing a live stream of news that they found her. Squirrel said so. Yeah, it
Oh,
is
so
her. Then I'm
that
guessing
is
that's
her.
it. And you know, how
I
did
was
they
hoping.
identify? I want to know how they got DNA
Oh,
off of her damn flip flop that fast.
That was
Yeah,
his.
that was wild, wasn't it?
they were his flip flops.
Yeah, that were
Oh, his
his.
flip flops.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
well,
were
I just see them.
slides.
I think her cell phone or something. What did they find with the flip
They
flops? They
found
found
a
something.
water bottle and her cell phone in that yard with his flip flops.
Yeah, look what Nerdy Attic put. He said, imagine if the Wells were billionaires. Memphis has been lit up with Ellie around the entire city. While I'm anxious and sad for the family of Liza, why not Michael Vaughn, Summer Wells, Oakley Carlson? The disparity is glaring. DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, in less than 24 hours, they had that flip flop DNA
Wow,
tested. I think it was
isn't
less
that
than
something?
12.
Yep.
Wow.
They probably donated a lot of money to the township and stuff. That's probably why.
Well, and
Well, hey,
like I said, she's got an aunt that's in the a lawyer's office in the city, so
Yeah.
with the
Oh
city's
yeah.
attorney. So they're
Oh
very
yeah.
well connected. I mean, not I'm saying that's right, but that's probably how things have gotten moved along too.
Yep. Because that is finding DNA really, really fast.
yes,
Really
that is.
fast.
That's
I
really
thought that
fast.
was really quick in getting the results back. Really,
Usually
I've
takes
never seen
weeks.
results back that fast. Yeah,
Usually
weeks
by.
at least.
Now, is Brooke the creator of this channel? Is that am I right?
Queen,
The queen of the channel. Yes, what I mean.
The
Queen is
creator of the channel, her name's Queen Bee. Like that's
Oh,
what her
Queen
channel
B.
is.
Okay, my bad. I don't know where I got this. Well, okay, I'm sorry. Man, I hate this. I really do. I hate it
That's
for these two
okay.
little babies, man. But hey,
Yes,
y'all, if
it's
you get a
little boys.
chance, you can check out my website, www.rickybeavers.com. I'm on 148 different digital outlets. And I'd like for everybody to check it out and subscribe and like and follow. And on Facebook, I'm coming out with a veteran song. You know, I want to recognize the veteran. And I got a policeman song I wrote called Black and Blue, the ones in black and blue. It's up on Spotify, YouTube. It's on 148 different digital outlets, you know, Apple Music and all that. So I appreciate everybody would check it out and be greatly appreciated and share it with other people.
Of
And
course.
I would be praying for that family. Matter of fact, if it wouldn't hurt y'all's feeling, I'd like to pray for that. Say a little prayer before I leave you. If that wouldn't hurt nobody's feelings, I mean, it's up to you if you don't. I mean, I understand that too. It won't hurt my feelings whatsoever because it's up to everybody. You know, it's up to y'all what you think.
I'll check it out.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, Queen Bee, thank you so much for letting me come up. Okay. And
Thank you for your service. And they're saying in chat, thank you for your service
yes,
as well.
thank you.
hey, well, I tell you what, I just want to help make a difference in people's lives. I'm all about people. If we would all, no joke, everybody would learn what love is all about, it'd be a lot better place to live. You know, if we could all
World,
love each
yep.
other, support each other, man. Could y'all imagine what kind of life we would all have if it was like that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Be
you know.
terrible.
But
Well,
hey, I'll be back again, and again, God bless each and every one. Okay. And thank you, Queen Bee, and everybody
No
else who's
problem. I'm
up there on
sorry.
the
I had to
panel.
step away for a minute.
Okay, all right.
Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you, honey.
Okay, God bless y'all.
You too.
Bye-bye.
I meant to say that's I said it wrong how it came out because he said, imagine if it was like the world was like that, and he meant it like if everyone was better, and I said it'd be terrible, and I didn't mean to say that. I thought he meant imagine if everyone was the other way.
I missed what he even said, so I don't even know what he said. I had to step away for a minute.
I realized after I said what I said that he was saying something else, and then I was like, oh, never mind. What am I saying? So I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah, I don't even know what he was talking about, but it's all good. Somebody said if he's blind, how did he find this live? How did he find this live? How did he serve? I don't even know what's going on. So
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Maybe he's not that blind. Hello, I don't know. But anyhow, what did you want to show the news clip? Did you have the news? Do you have it pulled up, baby? Or is there one that you got pulled up you can play?
It's not a video. It's just reading. Supposedly they have a connection to so the lawyer has a connection to the family supposedly, and I pulled up the article where it supposedly said it. So I was just reading the article. Where was I?
I gotcha.
All right, so that lady Gwen, I got to the part where the lady Gwen said she was very upset, and apparently they talked to her and she was really rude. I can see if I can find that after I read this. They also found out at Brown's apartment, checking out the damage to a glass door. Police were at Brown's apartment checking out a damage to a glass door. There's no word on what happened. It's not the only address connected to Cleotha. An apartment complex in Fraser is listed as Abson's address, but we are told his mother actually lives there. While his mother wasn't home, his uncle by marriage said this kidnapping charge is a surprise, which kind of shocks me because if the guy went to jail for kidnapping, I don't know why it would be a surprise. But in 2000, as a juvenile, Cleotha Abson was charged and later convicted of kidnapping. Memphis attorney Kemper Durand. So he kidnapped Kemper Durand as he was walking from a party on Beale Street, driving the lawyer around in his truck and forcing him to get money from an ATM. That same lawyer has been linked to Eliza Fletcher's family. It doesn't say how they're linked, but it says he's linked to her family somehow. Abson was sentenced to 20 years. He was released in 2018. We know he worked for a cleaning service. In fact, it was his boss who described to police the vehicle Abson was driving, the one that matched what police saw on video of the abduction. Cleotha is also facing additional charges of identity theft, theft on property of $1,000 or less, and fraudulent use of a debit card $1,000 or less in relation to an incident that happened the day before Fletcher's abduction. According to the affidavit, a woman reported her debit cards were stolen to make several purchases after she left her wallet at work. Investigators say surveillance video showed Abson, who was later identified by his manager, taking her wallet while he was working for the cleaning service. He spent a total of $901.80. Abson's brother, Mario, remains in jail on drug charges. Back at his apartment, neighbors said they didn't know much about Mario and never met Cleotha. Cleotha Abson is set to go free before a judge Tuesday morning. Well, not now, since they found her body, I'm sure. And that's all it says, but I can see if I can find that interview with that lady.
Well, I just sent you a link of the news if you want to pop that on. It's just them with where they took that picture at or whatever, and it said just they're going to tell what they know so far.
Oh, yeah, give me 1 second.
But I wonder what she had to do with it because she doesn't look like she's a drug addict. She doesn't look like she's into drugs. I mean, she wouldn't have been in the dope game. There's nothing, you know what I'm saying? So what would you have done? What's the motive? The motive. What is the motive? You know what I mean? You just get out and seen her running down the street and was like, oh, she looks like somebody I could, you know what I'm saying? I don't.
Well, if he robbed a lady the day before, I don't know. Maybe he has like mental health issues and, you know, could be something like that.
Yeah, because this is what's on. This is what's going on here. This is the part like where, you know what I mean? It just came on and here's the clip. It says at 5:07 officers in the 1600 block of Victor located a deceased party. The identity of the person and the cause of death is unconfirmed at this time. The investigation is ongoing.
Okay, I got it. Hold on 1 second. All right, yeah. Let me share.
And I mean, that was really early, wasn't it? Like 4:30 in the morning or something that this happened.
Yeah, she was running at 4:30 in the morning. Maybe he just thought it was like, you know, one of those opportunities that like landed in his lap where nobody was up and he was driving around.
And just snatched her.
Yep. thinking maybe he was just going to take her to ATMs. But there had to be some thought to it. No way he just happened to pick up a billionaire heiress out of the blue by accident. I mean, this lady was connected to that attorney somehow. So he had to have known who she was, right? Someone said, in my opinion, I think a hit was placed on her. Well, that would make sense. I mean, I can't say for sure, but obviously she was targeted if the guy knew her somehow. You know what I mean? Like, he had to have known her.
Well, the cops said that they thought that she was targeted for sure.
She had to have
been watching her. That they just wasn't out at 4:30 in the morning just to be out.
Yeah, she did it every day, so they knew her patterns for sure. All right, let me mute and I'll play.
Out of Memphis that's ongoing. And this is a tweet from Memphis police. They say at 5:07 p.m. officers in the 1600 block of Victor located a deceased party. The identity of this person and the cause of the death is unconfirmed at this time. The investigation is ongoing. Once additional information is available, we will provide an update. Here is a live picture out there of Memphis as we've been following a story due to the disappearance of a jogger. They've made an arrest out there in Memphis. We're not 100% sure if this is the same investigation. We're still waiting for Memphis police to give us an update on that. But here's what we do know now from our Fox 13 affiliate out there in Memphis. Kayla Solomon says police focused on this area. Here we're looking at live, just walking distance away from Cleotha Abston's brother's home in South Memphis. Cleotha Abston is the person they have arrested and charged with kidnapping. So close to their brother's home in South Memphis. The streets blocked off, and they include several streets, Dyson, Person, and South Orleans. And this is the same wooded area we observed. They observed that search yesterday. They're also looking at an intersection on Chestnut Avenue. Dozens of police vehicles there as we continue to try to find more information.
Okay, so they're pretty sure. I mean, they're pretty sure that he's already been arrested, right? So they already knew it was him. They arrested him. He's in jail, and then they just found her. So, I mean, now it's to get down to the bottom of what was the motive. Rowena, if you want to come on up, you're welcome to come up, girl. The link should be pinned up there at the top. Just make sure you pause your YouTube first. Pause your YouTube and then click the link.
Yeah, I'm wondering about the motive here also.
Yeah, like what would, hey girl, what you up to?
Hi, how you?
Because good, how you been, baby? Yeah, it just makes me wonder, you know. Like,
because you know she's out running. She surely doesn't have a debit card on her. So what the fuck?
Or a bunch of money or something. You know what I mean? And if you knew that she had a bunch of money, she'd be worth more alive than she would dead. You know what I'm saying? Well, to her, not to him, maybe to the family. You know what I mean? But
yeah, but I bet she fought like a mother.
Somebody said the husband and her were having issues and that he contacted a lawyer, right?
Right.
So yes. It makes me wonder, like, what could something have happened? You know what I mean?
But the cops are not thinking he was involved. They just, automatically investigate them. But yes, they were having issues and he had contacted a lawyer. They removed items from their house, like some kind of
gardening shears.
Gardening shears. Yep.
In a car.
Yep.
Yeah, the gardening shears
they were all
is kind of odd
on those.
That's really odd. Why would they take gardening shears? You know what I mean?
What's going on with that?
Yeah, I don't know. They took
those big ones.
I believe they took those yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday that they took those items from his house, their house.
Neighbor said he was a pervert. So did he stalk her? I also heard. So apparently it's going around and like I don't know for sure. This is just rumors and speculation that the husband has like drug problem, and they're saying that I don't know if it came from neighbors or if people are just coming up with this, but they were mentioning that there was like a nanny. And
it was supposedly he got caught with the nanny.
Okay.
Oh, the husband did.
Yeah, supposedly. Now that's rumors.
Okay, hold on. This Rowena wanted to come up, and okay, so I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure it was her. Like, so we can let her in. Give me one sec, girls. Are you on here?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
I just wanted to make sure I got you up here. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
So you thinking something happened too?
Yeah, I've lived all my life here in Memphis, and we've always said that Memphis is the biggest small town. It's like everybody is separated by 1 degree. You know, it's like you don't.
Right.
It's not. It's not like you have to go through 7 people. It's like anyway. I just found this out when I picked up my phone and saw which she had read because I stayed away from TV. But my sister lived on Carr, but not at the same time. She moved a couple of years ago, and Richie, her husband, um, it has been said that they do have a nanny. She's 22 years old, and she is a live-in nanny. Okay. Liza's grandfather started Orgel Hardware, and I think at his death it was worth like $3 billion. When she got married to Richie, they did have a prenup, and as far as her inheritance, he had very limited. Very limited access to that money. She has 2 small boys, which that would go to them and their you're talking about generations. But they really did a lot, in the community. When the police so I want to give them anyway. She was running down Central. They got videotape. I'm sure all y'all know this. The footage, of her running. She ran that same route every morning, and a lot of people are like, "Well, she shouldn't have been out running that early." And don't victim blame. Don't.
Well, yeah,
You
because
should
I
be
mean
able to
that might have been
run
the only
when
time
you
with
want to
2
run.
kids. That could have been the only time she had to get up and run.
No. She hasn't. The nanny lived with her. She had nanny
Oh, okay.
24/7. But it's been
Oh.
over 100 degrees here. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, if you want, most people
Another
run early in
thing,
the morning. There's nothing weird about that.
Exactly. But I've heard, that's the only reason why I said that, because some people are just like, it's her fault for running. But anyway,
There's always somebody criticizing
I
somebody for
know.
doing some
If I could
regular
get a
ass.
hold of them, I'd punch them right in their face. But anyway, so anyway, Richie, he has even said on his social media about counseling and rehab and this kind of thing. They were said the grapevine separated, but he has lived in the home.
So they were separated?
Yeah. But he lived in the home. Now, she worked as a pre-kindergarten teacher at St. Mary's. And St. Mary's is an all-girl private school. And so, I don't know too many multimillionaires that were, hold on a second, my husband's, yeah. Right.
Well, yeah, because they said she didn't have to work, but that she liked to work. She liked teaching.
Yeah.
She liked it. That was something she enjoyed doing.
Yeah, she loved being around kids.
Exactly. And so, if you watch another thing is everybody's talking about the attorney, and having that connection and everything to the family. I believe there's also a close family member. I don't know if they're like releasing the name or whatever, but that is a federal judge. So when all this went down, they thought that it had something to do with a case with that judge, some kind of retaliation or something. We flipped. Everybody was like,
Well, you would think,
why is TVI on this like in 4 hours? Why is
yeah,
FBI on this like 2 hours later? It's not just the money. A lot of people are like, it's just because she was rich. It's just because she was blonde. No, there's a lot of factors. Now, when so at 4:20 is the approximate time, okay? And Central Avenue, you just don't drive down it to snatch somebody. You just, it's just not that way. This was a setup. I'm telling you, this was a setup. He drove past her. He pulled in the parking lot. He grabbed her. It was his sandals that they found. 4 minutes, I'm sure y'all read the affidavit, and then he was gone. I can't even think. I'm sorry.
my question is though, like, if he knew this family had all this money, wouldn't she be better to not kill and get like a ransom or something? You know what I mean?
Ransoms don't work. When's the last time you heard a ransom
Yeah,
work?
true. Or even have her like give him money like he did
Ransoms
with the
don't
other guy.
work. Ransoms
Yeah.
don't work. And it's just not going to happen. I mean,
So
it's
the
just not.
motive isn't money then. It's either retaliation or a hire to
Well,
kill.
they said
Well,
he'd been arrested
I'm
before
not
for
saying
rape.
that it's not money. I'm not, I mean, if it's Richie, I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't know. In
He
my
could get
opinion,
money
this is
from.
my opinion only. It doesn't mean jack. This is just my opinion only.
Yeah.
I think he put a hit out on her. And if
That's
he
what I've
didn't
been
put a
hearing.
hit out on her, it's not hard to find a hitman, especially in Memphis. But I mean, I'm just saying, um, it, if he didn't put a hit out on her, Cleo's brother is real big into fentanyl. Okay, so if Richie did start using again, did he have a drug debt and have to put her up?
But his brother's in
When
jail,
they
isn't he?
went,
He just got
yeah,
arrested for drugs after this. Yeah,
yeah,
when they arrested him,
right. They
when
searched his
I guess they
place and he
found
had drugs and
drugs.
stuff. Yeah, when
Um,
they searched his place, when they searched it, they found drugs. So he went,
But I
he
think if
went
he
to,
hired a hitman, he would have hired somebody a way more professional because they had money. He would have hired somebody more professional that would use a vehicle they
but
were
he
driving
doesn't have
around in
access to
normally.
all of it. He's a manager at a boat something place. He
yeah,
works
she
for
had
a
the
friend of
access,
his.
not him.
He don't, yeah. I'm gonna tell you the most telling thing that I did is I watched the family statement from the uncle. Okay, I watched it like 3 times. Then I turned the volume off and I watched it, and I just
Yeah. Trying so
watched
hard to
the,
get a tear
the
in the eye.
behavioral. And when her uncle said, we're looking for information so she could return home safely, Richie looks over, kind of like at his paper, and shakes his head no. Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
It's very interesting, the body language, if you're not listening to what he, if you're not listening to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Another thing is, her dad looked like he's gonna come over there and snatch him. Another
Her
thing
mom
that
and
I
dad looked
heard,
like they were in shock, though. I don't think
they
they just looked
were,
like they were in
yeah,
shock. But I don't like speculating on a family member unless we absolutely know that they've had something to do with it. It has come out that they had marriage problems, but also the investigator said that he didn't feel like that they had anything to do, the family didn't have anything to do with it.
that's just my opinion. And, I think a lot of things are going to come out. I do. but he's and they're in a community of there's like groups, like clubs or whatever you want to call it. Like some people ride bikes, some people are runners, some people are both. They do triathlons. There's a group, it's called hashers. Excuse me. And that whole community is real tight knit community. And it said, I don't know how true this is, but Richie rode a bike. She ran, he rode. Okay, not in the morning, but in the evening. And apparently, one of his routes was by where Cleo was. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. But they did. I mean, that family has done a lot. I hope and pray to God that Richie had nothing to do with it. I really, really, really do. Because if he did, those two boys lost both parents. And
I
they're
mean,
going to
I
find
think
out.
the only reason people are really going there is because they went in the house and took out gardening shears and like a car. So it just seems like,
Yeah, they took her car, but now my husband, I didn't see it. He was telling me about it. But when Memphis Police Department showed up, that they had a riot shield with them when they went in the house. And I thought that was really odd. And then another thing I thought was odd that I heard that, okay, the husband Richie has come out and said, that he, she was supposed to be home and he waited and it got to be, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. He just waited. Okay, you have a live-in nanny. Your kids are taken care of. Okay, you can jump in your car. Why did he not get in the car and why sit there and wait hours? If you're concerned and you know the route, why not get in your car and drive the route? Just to say, did she, twist her ankle and, her phone got broke or what, just, my mother-in-law has Alzheimer's. I mean, we lost her for 10 hours. It was bad.
But not taking
I
up for
got in my
him.
car.
But
I
we
mean,
don't know what we would do in that situation, though. Um,
well, I know
we
what I
just got to
do when I have a
consider
missing
that
family member.
that is still family. And yeah, I'm not big on speculating on family until we get more information on that. I just don't
Yeah.
like including them
I
and
just know
speculating
that
about them.
when I had a family member missing, that was the first thing I did, is I got in my car and went to the two places that I knew that she knew of.
Because
She has
from what I
Alzheimer's.
understand, she got her kids ready for school and she took her kids to school. So the nanny might have not even have been there that morning.
He was off work that day too, so I don't know. I just know that she was a living nanny. That's all I know. And she's 22.
Yeah.
But I mean, my sister had a living nanny. It doesn't mean that
Yeah,
he
they're
was
there
doing anything
24/7.
with her. I mean, it's just I just can't look. I don't know. I guess I was just shocked because when I looked and I saw Queen Bee, because I just had the TV off. I was like, oh, this is too much. And then my sister was calling and stuff like that. So just everybody pray I really pray to God that she didn't suffer, she wasn't tortured. I know she thought that, and that no other family member has anything to do with this. I pray to God because those two little boys, I just can't imagine. So it's just, like I said, it's just a big small town, and it's just sad. So, but anyway, I just hope, I just really hope and pray that Cleo will start talking. I'm like, ooh, put him in a room, turn off the cameras, and get him to talk, because he's not cooperating at all. That affidavit, that's everything that they've learned. He hasn't told them anything. He's acting like he don't know who she is. So, and then the shoes that, the champion slide-on sandals that he was wearing, he was at a movie theater Thursday, and somehow they got, they had pulled up surveillance and saw that he had on the exact same shoes there, and then the DNA came back, and I was blown away that it came back so fast. So, I don't know. I just hope she didn't suffer, and I hope he don't have nothing to do with it. I really do.
Yeah, it did come back really fast. It was like a day.
Yeah. It was like they put it on a bus, and there was a mobile DNA kit on there, and
Yeah. That's surprising. It usually comes back in 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, and I know I'm going to sound really shitty when I say this, but I thought this was another case of like Sherry Papini, where she took off and was with her boyfriend for 3 weeks, but said that she had two Mexican girls, like two Mexican chicks picked her up, and they branded her, and they cut her hair off, and they burned her, and all kinds of stuff, and it never happened. It was her boyfriend or whatever. She got charged for it. So at first I was like, oh geez, is this another case of like Sherry Papini, where it took 6 years for it to come out, but it came out. You know what I mean? Everything came to light. So
well, with them having a video, I didn't have any speculation on that, because they had that video from immediately where somebody grabbed her.
It was from the one shot. Is from the street, and like the U of M would have been behind her. Okay, and then where they got most of the video, where they could actually see what happened when he jumped out and ran towards her. That was, there's a bug in here. That was from like a store, a convenience store or whatever. It might have been where he was parked at in the parking lot. But, he did wait for her to go by, and then that's when he, grabbed her. It just sounds
targeted to me. Yeah.
It does.
Like he was waiting on her.
This is not and it's like, I can't describe Central Avenue. I just can't. It's not. I wouldn't expect somebody to be driving down there to snatch somebody. I just wouldn't, and especially at that time in the morning. And see, like a lot of, and some people are saying, well, maybe it's tied to the kidnapping at the Target the day before. And it was the Target I go to. I mean, it's right by me. And yeah, the woman and her 1-year-old child kidnapped, driven 3 blocks to a Regions bank. She had to make 2 ATM withdrawals, $400 apiece, $800. They let them go. I found out today.
I thought the cops said that was a week
they
before.
Drove them back.
Before?
Yeah, it was the day before. It was Thursday. It was Thursday. But the kidnappers drove her back to Target to her car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, really? And so people were trying, but that didn't have anything to do with, it's rare that we have kidnappings here. I'm just telling you, we have all kinds of other stuff here. But, we don't have many kidnappings here. But it's just sad. It's just, I can't believe it. I mean, I kind of thought it, but, just kind of knowing this is bad. So not just pray for her family, and her brother. That was her brother, that the large gentleman that was standing
Yeah, to the right, the
on the
far
other side
right.
of Richie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, but thank you so much, and look, Queen, I love your channel. I check all the time. It's Queen Live. It's Queen Live. Um, I just love it. So, thank y'all. And like I said,
Thank you for
all this
coming
is
up.
just my opinion from things that I heard. But St. Mary's, and that's another weird thing. St. Mary's called 911. Okay, why would you call 911 if your coworker didn't show up for work?
Well, if she's one that
That,
regularly comes in on time, I could see where they would do that.
but
Because I've heard of other jobs doing that.
wouldn't you call like her husband?
I'm wondering
And
if somebody didn't contact the husband and then they called 911. Surely they called the family first.
I hope, I don't know. And it's like, we're all speculating the world, how women are, and it's like if anything happens to me, look at so and so,
Right.
and I that just seemed odd to me, just
I know in
different.
other cases there have been, in missing person cases, the jobs are a good bit of the time, the jobs are the ones that start, blowing the whistle saying, hey, this person's always on time to work. They never miss a day. If they do, they call in. We can't get a hold of them, blah, blah, blah. And then a welfare check gets done or something gets done. And, that's how they're found deceased or missing.
Yeah. So I hope y'all all have a really blessed night. Be
You
safe.
too.
Be very, very safe. They're making running bras now that have a built-in holster.
Yes. Yes.
I'm like all for it. I'm like,
I have a strap that goes around my waist that holds, yeah.
I have a little friend that goes with me too. So,
Me too.
yeah. But anyway, y'all have a good evening, and
You too.
um,
Thank you for coming
I
up.
hope that I didn't speculate too much, but that's just what
No.
I've heard from like different people. Like I said, it's like everybody is like, I couldn't believe. I was like, car. I said, oh my god, and I looked at the address, and it's like my sister. I mean, it was different. They didn't live there at the time my sister did, but it was like they were neighbors. I mean, it's like the houses were, and I'm like, so, and then they're big, you know, bicycle people and triathlons and running and all that kind of thing. And
Right.
so I let her know. I called her, and yeah. So anyway, but y'all be safe. Everybody be safe. And
I'm sure.
I
Yeah,
pray
and I'm
maybe
sure
just
Queen
one
would
piece of,
appreciate you coming up. Sure, she
Yes,
had to
I
step
definitely
away.
do. I'm
Oh, there
sorry.
she
My little
is.
I had to step away, but I was listening. I just couldn't unmute because they
I
were
was
being loud.
speaking
So I
for you.
apologize, but thank you so much, baby. I appreciate that, and thank you for coming up and giving
but
us the tea. Thank you for spilling the good information there,
well,
giving us
I
the
don't know if it's
inside.
information or not, but but thank you for having a good channel. Okay,
Oh, you know
thank
what? I
you.
appreciate you guys. You guys make it a good channel because y'all come up and visit with me and hang out and chit chat.
Yep. All right. Well, everybody hug their babies extra tight, okay?
That's right. Thank you for
Yes,
coming
All
up.
ma'am.
right. I'm gonna go down back and chat. Talk to y'all
All
later.
righty.
Bye bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Rowena.
I
Oh, she's a
saw in
sweetheart.
chat. I saw
Yeah,
in chat, and
sweet.
this is what upsets me. I saw in chat where somebody's talking about that she was in some kind of sex thing. Don't start speculating about these victims
Girl, here
and
goes
throwing
10 to
it.
lies. 10 to lies. She's already got her fucking thing up. Well, Eliza
Why?
Fletcher was found in a dumpster. I'm like, are you serious right now?
What
Why?
the,
Why
She
would you
said
write
what?
that? You know what I
why
mean?
damage these people? She's dead.
She's
now
saying
her
what?
family's got to deal with this.
She said she 10 to lies put right on her thing. Eliza Fletcher found in a dumpster, question mark. Like,
Oh my
you know what I'm
God.
saying?
She's behind, isn't she?
She just makes shit
Yeah,
up if
she
she
wasn't
doesn't know
found
it.
in a dumpster.
She
She'll
was
just
found
make it
on
up.
was it Victor Road or something.
Yeah, she makes shit up, girls. Cap's got some good videos of 10 to lies. She'll just put stuff in there. If she doesn't know, she'll just fill it in just like that. Like she was found. Okay, so they removed a dumpster, but she put on her title that she was found in a dumpster, and then she puts at the end of it a question mark. So it's like she's asking. Look, tends to lie, Laura Lulu.
Yeah,
That's right,
look at
girl.
somebody called her a ninny. I was like, a
Click, baby.
ninny.
Click, baby.
You know what's sad about that is she has a huge channel to be putting out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we went through that with Michael Longcase with her. Then the Glare tried to say that we bullied her. We bullied her into stop talking about it. No, we did not bully her into stop talking about the long case. She really messed up herself, and she did a number on herself, putting out false allegations. And then she allowed Mike to come on there and say that his child was hurting, touching another child, and it was his son's birthday. And she put that shit out, and she got so much backlash that she removed the video, and I don't think she ever spoke on the case after that. So that was her own fault. It wasn't nobody else's fault but hers.
Right.
Laura Lulu, she was found
You
within,
have
I
to be
think, a
careful what
mile
you
of the
say. And that
apartment.
goes back to like the Ryan Upchurch shit. I was going to talk about Ryan Upchurch and Adventures of Purpose tonight and all the stuff going on with them. So I might end this live stream when we're done and go on to that one. I said it for tomorrow, but I was going to talk about it tonight. So it's kind of up to you guys, whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
We
Somebody
can stay
asking,
talking about this, or we can move on to something different, or whatever works. You know what I mean? But that's the same thing, like him trolling Kylie's family. Like, I think it's wrong. I think it's fucking
right, I
wrong.
do too. You know my opinion on that. You know my opinion on it. Somebody asked in chat, how was she found near where she was kidnapped? I don't think it was near where she was kidnapped, but it was in a mile, within a mile or in a mile of the apartment Cleotha was arrested from.
Matter of fact, why don't you link me to your video and I'll drop it in here so people can go sub to your channel.
Yeah, I can do that. It's
That
not
way
the
you have,
greatest
you know what I
video,
mean? Because
though.
you haven't had a chance to go live yet, but which I know you're kind of nervous and stuff, and that's okay. I was nervous too. You know what I mean? I get
nervous.
it. I get it. You'll do great though. You really will. You're just a natural. Won't she, Kim? She'll do good.
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
I hope so. I love
And we'll
it.
get up there, we'll get up there and chit chat with you if you want us to, you know what I mean?
Well,
Or even sit up
it's
there till you're
because I've had the
comfortable.
best mentor.
Aw.
Queen Bee rocks.
Yes, she does, and her channel has grown so much since
It
even I
has. She's
started
been
watching
doing
her.
really well.
And I'm not
Well,
claiming
I
that
say
it was
that's all of
because of
us.
me.
You know what I'm saying? It's our little group. Our little beehive. We have fun over here, though. I like to laugh
Yes,
and hang out and talk shit.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Me
I
too.
don't like to fight and argue, and you know what I mean? That's not my thing. So
Right.
You missed that, Queen. I said I'm not claiming that I'm the reason why your channel grew either.
What happened? What'd you say?
I said I'm not claiming that I'm the reason why your channel grew either.
Oh yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
I think
I'm gonna put that.
I heard Kat just say that. She'll be up here.
So my little
I'm
bee's killing it.
joking.
Yeah, because you know what though, I was fine when there was like just 100 of us in here. Like it was all small, and I just loved it. It was like our little tiny party YouTube, and then bang, we just grew. But you know what? There's a lot of good. I've met so many wonderful people on here. I have met a couple duds, but I've met some good people though.
Couple duds here and there.
I sent it to you, Queen. Thank you so much. I don't like,
No,
I
I know,
definitely
and
don't
that's,
like
you know what I
say
mean?
anything about my channel.
Hold on, she said, hold on. They said, Queen, do you see a correlation between JT and F? You know what? Before I
Yes.
say yes, I do.
No.
Before I say yes, I do. I need to look into SF Investigates. I have not looked into any of his stuff, so I guess it wouldn't be fair of me to throw, you know what I mean, to throw that out there.
Who is
So
SF Investigates? Wait a minute now.
that's
Who is
the one
that?
that's the investigator, the guy that the one claiming to be a PI on Kylie's case that no one hired. He
Oh,
just
oh,
showed
oh,
up,
oh.
and
Okay.
now there's okay. So and then Laura was talking about him yesterday when we were on here. She was like, his posts were matching up with Kylie's mom's posts about AWP not telling the family and her finding out at the coffee or the sushi bar by the waitress and or the sushi food place. You know what I mean? Like all his posts like were sounding the same as hers, and so they thought he was like starting a lot of shit. Pretty much, he's been starting a lot of shit. He's been starting like a lot of rumors with Adventures with Purpose and stuff too. So that's just the gist of what I got. But I'm sure there's more to look into. You know what I mean?
So
I know he's been.
So was he hired or not?
No, he just showed up and was wanting to help, from my understanding.
Okay. So they didn't hire him. He just showed up and.
Yeah, he was wanting to just, I
So
guess, donate his services. I'm guessing. I don't know, honestly.
So if he wasn't hired, he's not exactly representing the family. He's basically.
Hold on. She said Laura got mad that he made fun of her stream. Who? Who made fun of her? SF Investigates. Was he talking about Laura? I didn't even know that. I didn't know. Now I've only heard him on Twitter. I got an email sent to me, and it had like a link. When I went to the link, it was them on Twitter talking, and he was like saying a whole lot of stuff without saying anything at all. You know what I mean? Like he could say a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
You say switch over. Okay, you want to switch over to the Kylie stuff? You want to do that? Because I'll end this one and we'll start the other one if you want. Yeah, here, let me put this in chat for Sweet Tea. Let me put this in here. Hold on.
Thank you, Queen. That's so sweet.
Well, yeah, I want you to get some subs and get, you know what I mean? So when you are ready.
I don't understand what Tiffany's saying. Who is someone posted her grifting on Twitter and he was like, wow, who was grifting?
I don't know.
That's
Someone posted her grifting on Twitter and he was like, wow. Okay, so let's see. That was before Kylie was found. Somebody was posting Laura's grifting on Twitter. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm wondering what she's saying. Who is she talking about?
Yeah, because I was going to say, I don't know what's going on.
Laura asking for super chats.
Wow.
On Twitter? On his Twitter? Whose Twitter? Her Twitter?
I didn't think
his
Laura
Twitter?
had a Twitter. Fuck, I don't know.
It's a little confusing.
Hey, I'm grabbing something to drink. I'll be right back.
Whose Twitter? Hers? His? What?
Okay, there is Sweet Tea's link. I'm going to go ahead and she said, okay, hold on. I might have the screenshot, she said. Okay, yeah, because I was going to say I have really no idea what's going on. I feel like I'm kind of lost.
I'm confused with this. I don't want to put out stuff that's not.
Right. Yeah. Just to be, it's better to be on the safe side.
She's drifting on her Twitter. It's not a big deal if it's hers, but his or what? Whose Twitter?
Okay, I replaced the pinned message with your channel link, so that way people can go sub up. They can go to that video and sub up to your channel.
I'm subbed up.
Pie said she just subbed and she's good. I love having her in the chat too. There's you'll get a lot of good subs. There's a lot of good people here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
A lot of good-hearted people. So you'll have a good. I can't wait for you to do your first stream. I'm pretty excited for you.
She went
and Ranger got his channel going. I think he said I think he's gonna have a co-host. I don't know though for sure. Honestly, I don't do a co-host. I just have people come up and chat. Cap used to come up with me a lot. You know what I mean? And she used to be on here, but I just don't want to have to depend on somebody else or depend on them being here, or if they can't be there, or you know what I mean. I don't like doing that.
Right.
And another thing too is I have a hell of a time sticking to a schedule. Anybody that knows me knows I'm always late, always fucking late, never fails. I'm always late, never fails. Yeah. So anyhow, I can't stick to a damn schedule, and I'm always freaking late. And I know people get really disturbed. They get really irritated by that. So that's another reason why I don't have a co-host, because I can't.
Right.
I don't want to.
Well, your channel, it's good. Everybody likes to come here, and I mean, you're growing. It's great.
We like to shoot the shit and have fun. Great. That's all.
Yes.
I mean, I really do.
It is fun. It is fun over here. I come over here and laugh my ass off.
Thanks, Queen. I ran inside to get a drink. Sorry.
Okay, good. Well, yeah, I was gonna say, I just you got a lot of the girls. Like I said, there's a lot of good people. You got a lot of good people here. And there's a lot of people that came over to sub up to you. So when you do your first live stream, we will all be there to support, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate everybody. Y'all have always shown me love over here. Y'all are the reason why I even made a channel. If y'all hadn't been so sweet over here, I probably wouldn't have made one.
No, for real though. There's a lot of people that get frustrated. I'm serious. I used to get really frustrated with when people would come up with the background music and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Then I learned, I was like, you know what? It actually is kind of hard for some people. You know what I mean? And when the phone switches over, it doesn't always switch from YouTube to StreamYard. People don't know that it's two different things.
Well, it's hard to figure out at first. It's hard for people to figure out. You gotta pause YouTube. I know it sounds so simple, but I can remember being a very first beginner and having to learn StreamYard and all this stuff.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a lot, and you get nervous because of the people.
It discourages people from wanting to go on panel, because then you hear somebody with problems, or you hear somebody like, God, don't come up here. God damn it. I don't want to hear your background, or you're trying to, or they mute you and then boot you off. Cause they don't give you time to finish doing finish learning, or, you know what I mean? Which I get it. I understand some people are impatient. That's okay. It's just what it is. But I was that way too. I was very impatient. And then I was like, damn, I better I need to give some people a chance, because it is harder than you think,
It is, especially for somebody very new. I mean, I'm a pretty quick learner, but I mean, it still took me a little while.
I know my frustrations and me being frustrated isn't fair to, you know what I mean, take it out on somebody who doesn't know.
You weren't ever frustrated. Well, I didn't know if you were.
Oh no, like I said,
You've always been super kind to me.
I've learned it is tough. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's tough to learn, and it takes a couple of times to.
Well, I learned by doing anyway, so that's how I learn. It's like just by repetitive. Yep. And that's, I mean, that's just with, I've said I have ADHD, and that's just the best way to learn.
Right. Okay, well, we will switch on over. I'm going to close this out, and we'll go start the other one that I got set up there. I set it for tomorrow, but we'll just start it right now. I guess I could start at 9:30. What do you guys want to do? Do you guys need a break? Everybody need a break? You need a break to get soda and cigarettes and whatever? Do you guys want to go now or what?
It doesn't matter to me. It's up to you. What do you need to do?
Nothing. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll, baby. No break. I'm good. Okay. All right. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and just shut this down for now because I don't want to overlap. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I will shut this down and we will go over here and talk about AWP and Ryan Upchurch and him trolling. I cannot believe his bullshit.
I can't either.
So, all right, we'll roll out, baby. Kim, you already
Okay.
dropped down. Come over to the other
Yep,
stream.
she
We'll
did.
rock and roll, babe. All right,
All
I'll meet
right.
you guys
I'll
over
see you
there.
over there. Okay.
All right, baby. Bye.